Hi everyone. Today let's cover some more frequently asking AZ-900 certification questions. Part 4. I have uploaded some questions recently in past videos. You can watch those videos and continuation of the part 3. This part 4. Let's start the section. You have an Azure web app. You need to manage the settings of web app from an iPhone. What are the two Azure management tools that you can use? Option A, Azure Command Line. Option B, Azure Portal. Option C, Azure Cloud Shell. Option D, Windows PowerShell. Option E, Azure Storage Explorer. For this question, the two Azure management tools are Azure Portal, Azure Cloud Shell. So these two are the two management tools. Why means the Azure Portal and Azure Cloud Shell are the accessible web browsers, making them suitable for managing Azure resources from iPhone. Azure Cloud Shell is also a viable option, but it's typically accessed through the Azure Portal, so it falls under the same category. Windows PowerShell. So, Windows PowerShell is a command line shell Windows operating system, so it is not directly compatible with iPhones. Azure Storage Explorer is primarily used for managing Azure resources. Here, coming to these two Azure management tools, Azure Power Portal, Azure Cloud Shell are the both are accessible from web browser. So Azure Storage Explorer is a primarily used for managing Azure storage accounts, may not provide the functionality for managing web settings. Command line, Azure command line, it is a command line tool which we can manage Azure resources, terminal or command prompt. You can install Azure command line on your local machine, including iPhone, third-party apps, like this. So Azure Portal, it is a web-based management tool provided by Microsoft Azure. We can access Azure Portal from web browser on your iPhone to manage your Azure resources, including your web app settings. So for this question, the two Azure management tools are Azure Portal, Azure Cloud Shell, which we can manage the settings of the web app from an iPhone. Next question. Your company plans to deploy several web servers and several database servers to Azure. You need to recommend an Azure solution to limit the types of connection from the web servers to the database servers. So, let us explain the question. The A company, we have some A company. So, that company wants to deploy several web servers as well as several database servers also into the Azure. So for this, which solution has the limit type of connections from the web servers to the database servers? The given options are network security groups, Azure Service Bus, local network gateway, route filter. Coming to correct answer, network security groups is the correct answer. Why means in Azure we allow to control the traffic flow between resources in virtual network. By applying these network service groups to the network interface of both web servers and data servers, you can limit the types of connections from web servers to the database servers. which we have limit types of connection allowed between them. It can enable you to define inbound, outbound security rules based on source and destination IP addresses, port numbers, protocols. These allows you to restrict access only the necessary communication between the web servers, database servers, enhancing security by reducing the attack service may potentially threats. While this Azure Service Bus is not missed, and local network gateway router filter, which are not designed specifically for limiting the types of connection between web servers and database server. These serve different purposes such as messaging, connecting on-premises network to Azure, controlling routing in Azure representatively. Therefore, the answer network security group is the appropriate solution for this scenario. Next question. To what should an application connect to retrieve security tokens? The options are Azure Storage Account, Azure Active Directory, Certificate Store, Azure Key Vault. So the correct answer is Azure Active Directory. Why it is? Microsoft's cloud-based identity and access management services. It provides authentication authorization services including security tokens which are used by application to verify the identity of users and grant the access to resource. Applications typically connect to Azure Active Directory to retrieve security tokens which implementing authentication and authorization mechanisms such as Azure Active Directory supports various authentications, protocols and methods. It is central point for managing access to resources in Azure and other Microsoft servers. Option A, C, D are not typically used for retrieving security tokens. An Azure account is used for storing data, managing authentication, not for managing authentication or tokens. Certificate store is used to manage digital certification, cryptographic keys used for securing communication but not for retrieving security tokens. Key Vault is a service for securely storing and managing cryptographic keys, secrets and certificates, but it does not issue security tokens for authentication purpose. To retrieve security tokens, the Azure Active Directory is the correct answer. Next question. Your company plans to migrate all its network resources to Azure. You need to start the planning process by exploring Azure. What should you create first? A. Subscription, resource group, virtual network, management group. The correct answer is subscription. When planning to migrate a network to all network resource to Azure, the first step is to create an Azure subscription. Azure subscription is a logical container used to provision and manage Azure resources. It provides access to Azure services and resources. It serves as a billing and payment mechanism for those services. Once you have an Azure subscription, you can proceed with creating other necessary resources. Without a subscription, you won't have access to Azure services or able to create any resources. So, coming to option B, C, D. All these resources are management construct within Azure that you create after having an Azure subscription in a place. Resource group is a logical container for grouping Azure resources, virtual network used to connect Azure resources together. Management group is used to manage access, policies and compliance across multiple subscriptions. However, you should plan a Azure subscription before you can create any of these. If you have only a Azure subscription, then we can create all these resource group, virtual network management group. Next question. You need to configure an Azure solution that meets the following requirements. First, secure website from attacks. Generate reports that contain details of attempt attacks. What should you include in the solutions? So first option A, Azure Firewall. B, Network Security Group. C, Azure Information Protection. D, DDoS Protection. So note here, Azure DDoS Protection protects from various types of DDoS attacks. Here they have given you some note, which is for Azure DDoS Protection. The correct answer is DDoS protections. Why it is? Here, what is this DDoS protection means? Distributed denial of services. Distributed denial of services. So, to meet the requirements of securing the website from attacks and generating reports containing details of attempted attacks, you would include Azure distributed denial of services. It is protection in the solution. Azure Distributed Denial of Services is a service that helps protect Azure resources from the impact of distributed denial of service attacked by automatically migrating attacks as they occur. It provides defense mechanism against various types of DDoS attacks such as volumetric protocol and application layer attacks. Azure DDoS protects includes monitoring reporting capabilities that can generate reports containing details of attempt DDoS attacks, including information about the attack types, traffic patterns, migration actions taken. These reports help in analyzing attack trends, identifying potential vulnerabilities, and improving overall security posture. So this about the distributed denial of services. Why this option A, B, C or not means specifically designed meet requirement of securing website from the attacks and generating reports of attempt attacks. Firewall is a network security service for filtering and controlling network traffic. It may not provide protection need from DDoS attacks. Network security group is a basic level of network security that filters traffic of the network layer but does not offer specialized distributed denial of services protections. Information protection is a service for classifying and protecting data which is not directly related to the defending against DDoS attacks or generating reports of attack view attempts. So coming to this, which should include in this solution is DDoS protections. So this is a firewall network security group, which is a network security related information protection, which is a classifying and protecting data. These are not related to this question. DDoS is the only the answer, which that means the following security secures website from attacks, generate reports, contain details of attempted attacks, giving the detailed attempt attacks which type of attack they have given attacks about this. These attacks will be given information about DDoS of protection. The compute options given you different level of control over the configuration of the environment in which your application runs. Which of the following is the compute options in order of your control most control to least control? Option A, serverless computing, containers, virtual machines. Option B, containers, serverless computing, virtual machines. Option C, virtual machines, containers, serverless. So the given question is different levels of control over configuration of environment which your application runs. So most control to least control. So we have to choose one option. The answer is virtual machines, containers, serverless computing. Why? The options are listed in order increasing control over the configuration of the environment which application run from most control to least control. Virtual machine most control over the environment as you can fully configure and manage the operating system middle level and my application running on the virtual machine. You can access the underlying infrastructure, customize almost every aspect of environment. Containers provide a level of abstraction above virtual machines when they offer a less control compared to virtual machines. Serverless computing means it abstracts away the underlying infrastructure entirely, providing least control over the environment. In serverless computing, we focus only on writing and deploying without managing the underlying servers on infrastructure. The cloud provider automatically provision and resources based on the demand. So option C, listing the compute options from the virtual machines to containers, containers to serverless computing represents the order of increasing control over the configuration of the environment. Next question. Which of the following is true about virtual networks? A. You can configure virtual networks through software. B. Virtual network accept from network traffic on all points. You configure the firewall through the virtual machines. C. Virtual networks are always reachable from the internet. The correct answer is we can configure virtual network through software. Why it is means actually, this virtual network is a software-defined network. We can create and manage within Azure. Virtual networks are not physically networks, but rather logical constructs that allow you to securely connect Azure resources together. We can configure virtual network through software, typically using Azure Portal, Azure Command Line, Azure PowerShell, Azure Resource Manager templates. So coming to option B, it is incorrect because virtual networks do not automatically accept network traffic on all ports. By default, virtual network use a network security groups to control inbound, outbound traffic to resource within the network. Option C is also incorrect. Why means because the virtual networks are not always reachable from the internet by default. By default, virtual network in Azure are isolated from the internet and you must explicitly configure connectivity options such as Azure VPN gateway, Azure Express Route, Azure Load Balancer to enable communication between the virtual network and the internet. Next question. Which is true about Azure Load Balancer? We should find out which statement is the true. Giving these ABC, which one is the true? You must use Azure Load Balancer if you want to distribute traffic among your virtual machines running in Azure. Azure Load Balancer 2 works within the network, internet facing traffic only. Azure Load Balancer distributes traffic among the similar system, making your services more highly available. The correct answer is you must use Azure Load Balancer if you want to distribute traffic among virtual machines using machines running in Azure. So here option C is the correct answer. Why means Azure load balancer distribute traffic among similar systems make your service more highly available. It distributes traffic based on configured rules and health props regardless of the similarity of the system. Its primary purpose is to evenly distribute incoming network traffic across multiple virtual instances to ensure high availability and scalability of applications. Why A and B are not means B. You must here, Azure Load Balancer is a layer load balancer distribute incoming network traffic across multiple virtual networks within the same Azure region based on configured rules and health props. It is used to achieve high availability, reliability. Incoming traffic is evenly distributed among health VM instances. Coming to option B, load balancer works within both internet-facing and internal-facing traffic. It can be used to load balance to traffic from both internet and private networks within Azure. Next question. Cloud security is a shared responsibility between you and your cloud provider. Which category of cloud services require the greatest security effort on your part? A. Infrastructure as a service. B. Software as a service. C. Platform as a service. Option A is the correct answer. Infrastructure as a service. Why means in the shared responsibility model of a cloud security, the level of security responsibility varies depending on the type of cloud service being used. For infrastructure as a service, cloud provider is responsible for securing the underlying infrastructure such as servers, storage, and networking. However, as this customer are responsible for securing everything you build and deploy on that infrastructure. This includes securing the operating system, applications, data, access control, network configuration of virtual machines, and other resources your provisions within the infrastructure as a service environment. Therefore, infrastructure as a service requires the greatest security effort on your part. Why these platform services and software as a services are not means these the platform services provide a cloud provider take a more responsibility for managing the underlying infrastructure. Certain assets of the platform such as runtime, middleware, deployment tools. Software as a services. Why? It is a cloud provider typically bears the primary responsibility for securing the entire application underlying infrastructure. As the software as a services application, security responsibility for further reduced, typically focusing on other user access management, data protection, and compliance with security policies. Therefore, infrastructure as a service requires the greatest security effort on your part because you have more control and responsibility over the security of the environment and resources you deploy within the cloud infrastructure. Next question. Which of these options help you most easily disable an account after an employee leaves your organization? A. Enforce multi-factor authentication. B. Monitor sign-on attempts. C. Use single sign-on. The correct option is use single sign-on. Use single sign-on helps you most easily disable an account after the employee leaves your organization. With the, with the single sign-on, 1 second. With a single sign-on, user access multiple applications and services using a single set of credentials. When an employee leaves the organization, you can simply deactivate their account within the single sign-on system, which immediately revokes their access to all connected applications and services. This simplifies the account management process and ensures that former employee no longer have access to organizational resources. Why the option A and option B are not is enforcing multi-factor authentication enhance security by requiring additional verification steps. beyond username, password, but it does not directly help in disabling an account after an employee leaves the organization. Monitoring sign-on attempts. It is a security practice that involves tracking and analyzing login activities for detecting suspicious behavior on unauthorized access. But monitoring sign-on attempts is important for detecting security incidents. It does not directly assist in disabling an account after an employee leaves the organization. Therefore, use a single sign-on is the most appropriate option for easily disabling an account after employee leaves the organization, as it provides centralized control over user access to multiple applications and services. So these are the questions which they have asked frequently in Azure AZ-900 certification. You come across these questions, definitely you will get some questions from these questions which I have explained you. So I will upload more and more videos in upcoming videos. So stay tuned about this channel. Please subscribe, share, like. Thank you one and all.